It's gonna take a minute for it to build back up because we had cut the flow of ore. And here we go. There's our iron coming out. $34 there. $34 there. Perfect. Okay, and we're starting to get iron onto both belts. Great. Of course, over here, because we put in this priority splitter with a priority to the right, it's all going still onto this belt until we get more than a belt's worth coming up from below. And then over here we are going to do that and shove the rest of the whatever's left on here this way and set this to output priority to the right. So right now it's going to take all of this and shove as much into the plate makers as it can, and then the upper belt will fill in for the rest of the factory. But that's gotta wait a little bit while those belts come in. Here they come. There, and there goes the webcam. Gotta get on the phone to Elgato and get that resolved. Alright, come on. Come in faster. Wait, no radars. How are we doing pollution-wise? Still mostly contained here. This is going to be trouble because pollution spreads fast over water. We may want to start working on those filters, especially over here and over here. All right, here comes the... And you can see once we are generating enough iron that it's this lower belt that is because it's getting prioritized to the lower belt. The lower belt is almost completely saturated, and what's left over is going up there. I'm not sure what's up with these gaps. Maybe, you know, there happened not to be one to fill in. I did that. Now we should be getting 2 saturated belts. I'm not sure where we're still getting nothing like that. Let's try upgrading to electric. That's about all I can think of at this point. Electric inserters. Maybe I'll do that between streets. Alright, and something just finished. What have we been getting? That should happen soon. Automation 2 we already had. Ore crushing 2. We should start producing those. We should definitely start producing lamps and whatever these balloon lights are. Circuits. Improved laboratories. That's the electric. Oh, that was lab research speed. We need radars. We definitely want radars. Magnetrons. Are they used for just radars or a whole bunch of other stuff? I think we looked at that last time. We need them for radars, for artillery shells. Interesting, we don't need radars for artillery shells. Ion probe. space stuff. Right, I think we're gonna not put magnetrons on the bus, we're gonna make them locally. And now we've got most of 2 full belts. This one's still struggling a bit. And the lower belt is getting filled in adequately. And then we give as much of that lower belt to the plate makers as we can. And whatever's left over from both belts continues on to everything else. Thanks. And plates are still not quite coming out fully saturated. We're getting pretty much a saturated belt. That's 15. That's 1 more than we needed, right? No, we needed exactly 15. Let's add... Let's add 1 more machine. Let's add 2 more machines. We want to keep it balanced. I don't know how often this one will run, but even if it's just every now and then. Oh, that's looking better. That's looking much better. And the rod makers look like they're satisfied. This definitely needs to be upgraded more. This mostly just not getting enough plates. I don't think there's much space to upgrade it. Yeah, this is a plate issue. This is fine. This is okay, this is okay. This is okay, this is, beams just not coming in fast enough even to feed 4 of these. On the other hand, the small ones are pretty saturated now. Also can't load them fast. We need in 4 seconds. We should have had them the other way. This is another one of those cases where I should have put the beams on the inside rather than on the outside. And I can fix that easily enough. But I think we're just not getting enough beams. Yeah. We need fast inserters. When do we get those? After blue science. So still quite a while. Well, at least with the swap, this machine is running nearly full tilt. It would be nice if we could put out more beams, but for that matter, more tubes. But to do that, we need a lot more iron, and that's our bottleneck right now. And I don't think this bus is gonna be able to handle much more iron. So what we're gonna need to do reasonably soon is start moving past the bus into training things, but I don't think that's gonna happen today. 7, 8. We could try to bring a third one in, but I think at this point that would just cause more problems than it solve. Alright. Well, we didn't fix all our bottlenecks, but we definitely alleviated some of them. Let's get back to the end of the bus and build something else interesting. In the 40 minutes we have left. Or we could crash into things. That's, you know, a better option. Clearly. Okay. I think the next thing we wanted to do was basic computers. The problem is... No, there's no problem. It's just 3 items. Small iron chassis, logic controllers, copper cable. Was I concerned about speed before? Because that's a 16-second crafting time. We have plenty of time. Okay, let's do that. That's a 3 input kind of setup, so something like this wouldn't be amiss. Yeah. Oh, and we're out of belts. Oh, of course we are. You are gonna be basic computers. Should have grabbed some while we were on the other side of the world. Let's go do that. Okay, you need to go. Thank you. Do I not have vehicle snap? Ah, I didn't have vehicle snap on. Vehicle snap is a wonderful mod that makes it slightly easier for me to drive, because it forces me to snap to a cardinal direction. And we're still spamming chat, so let's unspam it. You need more coal. Oh, I guess it's putting more in every time we drive. It's okay. Any of this stuff lacking much? No. All of it looks like it's outputting solid. We're not really using much of this stuff anymore. But maybe copper rods, and they seem to be doing just fine. I honestly am surprised. I thought the cable would put a bigger demand on the copper rods. Can I get rid of some of this? Yes. Now all of this is looking perfectly fine. Don't think we need to upgrade any of this anytime soon, except maybe these bronze-clad beams, bronze-cap beams. But they're just going to large iron frames, which I think are just being used for a couple of the production machine constructions here. We were running low on glass, weren't we? Might make sense to expand. I don't think we even need to do anything particularly exciting here. Just double each of these and what happens. It did that wrong. Okay. They're producing a little bit more. Wood is backed up. We don't really need as much wood as we used to. This is still an issue. And now we're back in our world of iron. And we left our mono wheel behind somewhere. There it is. This is why I have to. Do the same thing with cars in vanilla. Always make sure I have two. Whee! Okay, you guys need logic controllers and copper cables. Want to sneak logic controllers across? No, they're too far away. No, that's gotta be split belt of yes, I think a split belt of logic. So, this one to be here. That can be over there. Controllers is this right here. Copper cable is back here somewhere. That's not copper cable, that's copper cable. And we finished modules, which means we can grab modular armor. That's pretty exciting. I definitely want to do that. It's a little far, but it's okay. Okay, that's that, and here we need small iron frames, which are a little bit more of a pain to get because we just don't have any. That's large iron frames. I think small iron frames are probably on the same segment. Unless they're lower down. There they are. Oh no, these are not the ones. It's the large iron frames that are the main bottleneck. Okay, going here. In. Yes. The exit, of course, is inconvenient there. Okay, I'm gonna go there. Okay. And that should give us where are the other things that are coming in. Controllers are coming in here. These guys are starting to come in. Yeah. Where are my logic controllers? What did I forget to hook up? Oh, I didn't. First. That won't do. There we go. We really need to thin out this bus, I think. We can probably lose most of the tin, copper, and bronze stuff at this point. Copper cable is about the only thing from before Iron Age that we're using. There we go. Maybe they could get some radars down. Do that. We can do that with direct insertion, I think. is made every 2 seconds. This is made every 1 second. Right, this is working. That's a long craft time. We'd better make this a bigger array. Okay, it's just the inserters, please. Thank you. I don't know if this gonna be able to keep up with that, but no. Whatever. Alright, we have that. I really want to build some radars. Let's do that. So the first thing we need to do is have a magnetron, and so we just said magnetron is a 4-second 4-second cycle, and this takes 4 magnetrons for a 1-second craft. Wow, magnetrons are slow. So we really need like 16 magnetrons for a single radar? Apparently we do. We're just gonna slow down. Let's make like 4. Magnetron. And let's see. We need to bring in a lot of copper. That's 4 per second of copper. And 1 per second of iron plate. And 2 per second of iron ingots. That's gonna need to be one of those wacky ones. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm not even sure how we're gonna feed that electricity. Because what I really need is a... Yeah, we can't do it like that. I have to... Because I need that. That. Oh no, that's fine. That'll work. And that. Yeah. Okay. So let's do 4. And then over here, we'll produce radars. And that will take in from here. And it requires 3 more ingredients, one of which needs to come in fast. So the fast will use direct insertion. We'll use loaders. Alright, let's see. This is important. So copper is going to be on this line right here. Copper cable. I'm going to do these one at a time because I don't want to screw them up. there's copper cable. And I've reversed like half of these. Or possibly all of them. Nope, half. Coming. That one's first. Good, these are good. There we go. Alright, the other thing we need a lot of is iron ingots. So that is going to be on this belt right here. And we need to find them. I think they're probably right here under the plates. But I think it's been a while since we used them. Seriously. It's still plates. Yep, there's ingots. And our bots are somewhere trying to catch up to us. Okay. We really need logistic robots as soon as we possibly can, because without a mall that's centralized, we really need Logibots to get us our stuff, because we're going to be running all over the place trying to get stuff as we're working.